This is St. Kalle by Kalle. It's 149.75 megabytes to download. This does require 3 mods for you to be able to download and play this map. Those 3 mods are Old Manure Heap by Black Sheep Modding, Farmhouse Loaderer and Old Barn Package. Both of those are by Farmer5 Tom. They will automatically download when you start downloading this map, and you will get a warning if you don't select them when you load into the map. So pretty straightforward. I won't read all of the description, I'll just take a few little bits, but it says, welcome to St. Kalle, a little idyllic village in southern Germany. Here is what awaits you. A well-equipped starting farm with cows and chickens, more stables for pigs, sheep and horses, and an open cow pasture, a production for farm needs, a castle with grape juice production and grape juice sales, 1 BGA, 2 villages and 1 industrial area with other interesting productions and sale points, 16 arable land, 5 meadows, 7 forest areas and 1 grape field. And then there's a little description there just basically saying about self-producing in the area, etc. But right towards the bottom it says, psst, a little insider tip: the Castle Tavern loves to fill the guests' goblets with fresh grape juice, and there are other vendors who pay very well for high quality products. Feel free to check the price list beforehand you decide on a business path. And now have fun in St. Kalle. Some of that will go into detail in the map, that will come more apparent in a second, so let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is the map, guys. It's not a huge map, but it is a very, very nice map. I am a big fan of Kalle's maps, so I was quite excited when this came out. I might have actually missed this, but one of my kind subscribers messaged me to say that it dropped late, and we had a couple of mods drop really, really late, I think whilst I was asleep. And I've come home from work and I've cracked on to do it. So yeah, thank you for letting me know that. You know who you are. In new farmer mode, which is what we are, we start off over here, by the way, which is right opposite our farm area. So new farmer mode, we start off with these plots, which is pretty good, to be honest with you, and you do get quite a lot of equipment as well. So plot 30, which is the farm area, we've got this plot here, which is a grass field. This field here, I say field 4, but it's not, is it? We're in plots now, and the field number's different, but we've got this plot, and then this plot here is our actual grape, it's not a field, is it? Vineyard. So that's pretty cool that we start off with some grapes. Now obviously these plots are available to buy in the other 2 modes, 41 grand for that, 219, 135, 124, and the farm area is 147 grand. The prices, they're not too bad, but some of them are a little bit steep. Field 36 or plot 36, 456 grand. These darker areas with the jagged edges, these are the forestry areas, so we can buy that. It comes with those 2 across the road from each other, 245 grand. One is quite a small area, 40 grand just over. We've got grass fields, meadows like this one, 249. There's another one there, like so. This is the BGA down here. Now you can buy the land for it for only 31.5 grand, but that doesn't mean you own the BGA. You will need to buy it at the spanner or wrench to be able to actually own the BGA, so just something to note there. Basically the plots that you can buy, they are darkened out and they've got numbers on, so quite easy. Now there is a few areas we will need to buy in a second for things to show up, some extra animal pens, but we will be doing that as well in a second. This plot here, number 10, you can buy just over 25 grand, and this little sort of grey square, that's got a shed on it. Now you can't use that shed, you can't open the doors unless you buy that plot of land, so just be aware of that as well, but it's not too expensive. But we'll go through the sort of tour of the farm area. I'll add in some money and then we'll sort of get ready to purchase a few things, because some of the custom productions, well, there's only 2, we will be buying them, so you can look at the sort of ingredients, ratios, things like that. But yeah, that is the map, guys. So pretty cool, pretty excited about this one. There is no collectibles on here. We don't start off with any productions. There is contracts available, and as you can see, we do start off with some animals. Again, I'll go through the other 2 modes in a second because it is slightly different. There is no custom crops, but if we look at this menu, like it said in the little snippet in the description about checking prices, some of them are quite up there compared to other prices. So eggs, for example, we're in the sort of 3000s for most of the sort of normal sale points that we can see. But this restaurant, Kaiser Shaman, whatever it is, that's quite a significant amount more. There's some more if I go down. I think bread was one. Look, we're in the 5000. Look at cake though. So 9,500 at the wholesale, and then wow, I think clothes and furniture are really up there. 37,000 for that one, and then furniture again, yeah, a little bit. So clothes, very, very good at paying out. So like it says, check your prices if you want to sort of go down different routes depending on how much money you want to make. So that is that bit. In terms of mods, there is no sort of vehicles or anything. There's only a couple of buildings, things like that. So straight away in sheds, if we go all the way to the end, even these first 4 lizard ones are part of the old barn package, which is one of the required mods. But at the very end, we've got this old shed. That is actually the shed that is in that plot of land I just spoke about, where you can't open the doors. So that is part of the map. As you can see underneath the price, it says St. Kalle mod. Where else are we? In silos, we've got all the old manure heap, which again is one of the required mods. We've got all different sort of sizes, etc. So some of you will be familiar with these mods as we go through them. In farmhouses, these are both part of the farmhouse lottery pack. So you've got the actual farmhouse, which does have a cow pasture on the sort of back end of it. That will hold 20 cows. And then we've got this little bench, which you can use as sleep trigger. So that is those ones. Then we had in animals and cows, we've got this cow barn, which is on our farm. I think that's been modded in because of the colour, because it's been done to fit in with the other sheds that we've got on our farm, as you'll see as we go round. And then in chickens, this is quite a nice addition. So the standard base game chicken pasture that we've got is £6,000, but it will only hold 30 chickens. This is the same price. Again, this is part of the map. This will hold 200 chickens though, so pretty cool. I wasn't meant to go out of that mode, do apologise, but that is the mods. Next up, we're going to look at the painting, which is pretty basic. I think there's one slightly different one than normal. We've got animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, plates, which is like a cobblestone effect, rock, and then wet sand. Oh yeah, wet sand as well is different. That is it for those guys. So there we go. Right, let's go through slot counts and then the different modes, and then we'll get cracking. So in new farmer mode, like I say, we start off with all this equipment, quite a lot, but the slot count is 1408. So it's a little bit up there, but like I say, you get quite a lot of equipment. So we've got the Fendt 211 Vario, so that's going to be for your grape vineyard. We've got the Fendt 515 Favorite. We've got medium tractors, Massey Ferguson 3670, Deutschfar harvester. We've got the Schaefer front loader, 4 trailers. We've got 2 of the Brantners, 2 of the Valgas, header for your harvester. We've got grape technology, because obviously we've got a grape vineyard. So we've got the trailer, sprayer, and the pruner, which is nice. Got a mulcher as well for your grapes. We've got a plough, disc harrow, power harrow, subsoiler. Again, this is all going to be for your grapes, they are. Seeder, that will hook up to this power harrow so you can seed and cultivate at the same time. Nice fertilizer spreader. We've got a manure spreader, slurry tank, mower setup, tedder, windrower, loading wagon, a baler. A lot, isn't it? In animals, we've got a feed mixer for your cows. We've got this tanker which will hold milk, water, liquid fertilizer and herbicide. And then we've got a water tanker, front loader with some tools, manure fork and a bell fork thing, trailer for your header, and then we've got a couple of weights. So very, very nice amount of equipment. Now, I've only done the slot count reduction by selling those pieces of equipment I've just showed you, because there's potential to get the slot count right down. You can sell off everything in front of us in this farm area, which is pretty cool, but where there is other pastures on the map which obviously you can't use until you buy the land, there's potential to sell off all those things as well. Now, I didn't go all through that, so I've only done the vehicle one. Apologies if that seems a little bit lazy, but if you sell off everything I've just showed you, you can get it down to 1,189. Now let's talk about the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch. If you come on here, you don't start off with any land or any equipment, and the slot count is 1,189. All these buildings are still here in front of us. Some of the sheds you can use, I think pretty much most of them. In terms of the farmhouse loaderer, none of the icons appear. You cannot open any of the doors. There is cows in the back bit, but you cannot seem to use any of that without buying the land. That Karma 16 there, which we'll talk about as we go round, none of the icons appear there, so you can't use that one. So some of it is a little bit restricted, which you probably would expect because you don't own the land. But there you go, that's those modes. Right, let's crack on with it, because I feel like I've gone on too much now. Right at the front of our sort of farm area, we've got a water point. That is free water. Then this is part of the farmhouse loaderer. We do have a sleep trigger there, which is very nice. If we jump round the back, can't open these doors, some of them anyway. This one we can. We've got a workshop trigger just inside. And if we go up the ramp, we do have a sort of hayloft, loft space. Some of our equipment is up here, look, the front loader. Now all of the equipment is very, very dirty, which is pretty cool because it looks like it's been well used. We do have bells on the farm as well, so we've got 4 straw bells here which we can use. This door opens, which we can load up from with bells and things. If we come round here, we've got a slurry point for our cows. We've got a milk point, collection point just there, and then inside we have our straw and feed trigger, like so. This is our dialogue box. You can open these gates if you want to. And as you can see, we do have cows out there. So like I say, in farm manager and start from scratch, the animals are all here, but for these icons and that, you can't use the farmhouse loaderer, but you can use the other one. This has 3 cows in, but it will hold 20 cows, which is pretty cool. If we move around the back, all this decoration I just showed you in build mode, it's easier. If I highlight that, you can see it highlights other things in the background. That is all decoration, so you can get rid of all that, so you can completely clear this area if you want to. But I quite like it. I think it's a cool layout. We've got one of the manure heap from there, the modded in things, and this is our cow barn we're going into now. So milk point again there. Now I always thought the straw trigger was inside, but we've got some icons there, so it could possibly be here. I haven't tested it, but we do have a dialogue box trigger there. 10 cows already in there. That will hold 45, this barn. And as you can see, it's been done so it matches up colours of the other sheds, which is pretty smart. So we'll run through. Around the back we've got a slurry collection point. We've got 2 bunker silos, which is nice. We've got 2 of the trailers in bell configurations. There's our grape equipment, which is very nice in the same areas. We've got 4 hay bales there, which we can use. Tractor there. Over here we've got chickens. So feed trough there, dialogue box, eggs there. And this is the modded in one. We do have 10 chickens and 1 rooster. It will hold 200. None of your animals, even the ones that you can buy, the other extra ones, none of them have got feed. So you will need to feed them straight away if you want to keep them. Just something to be aware of. More shed space. We've got a mower set up in there. I think that door does open. That's weird. I got that door to open earlier. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Anyway, that door did open for me earlier because you need to be able to get your mower out. Kind of grass equipment up the back here, tedders, things like so. And in here, these are decoration. You can't use those ones, but some more equipment there. We've got one of these small fuel tanks. It does have 500 litres in, but they'll hold a maximum of 4,500, which is nice. Oh no, that 5,000 litres, sorry, you can add another 4,500 litres. Do apologise. Huge shed, this one. You can turn the lights on. More of our equipment, which we've seen. Trailers joined up. Happy days. And over here, we have one of the Karma 16s. Now, a couple of these have been sort of customized on the map, which you'll see in a second. This one does have mineral feed in, 2,000 litres. So with this one you can select seeds or mineral feed, but it will only hold one or the other. But it will has a total capacity of 27,300, which is pretty cool. And if we run back round the front, we have another one here. This one does have 2,000 litres of solid fertilizer. So this is one of the custom ones. It won't hold anything else apart from solid fertilizer, but it is a total capacity of 50,000 litres. Obviously we've got 2 in there, so you can put an extra 48 in. Again, that meets up with the door we just looked at. Round the back, we've got our plough. This door opens and that will meet up round the back. And then we've got another one. This one has seeds in, 2,000. And again, this will only hold 27,300. But you can select between seeds and mineral feed on that once it's empty. Like so. And then behind us, we've got the Farmer 500 silo. Standard crop types, but 500,000 litre capacity. And we've got more sheds. This one's empty. And then some more of our equipment there. That is it, guys. That is our farm area, which is pretty cool. I like that. Very, very nice indeed. We are going to grab the Fent because it is the fastest one. This Fent, that is, not the Grape one. We will drop off the front loader. And then we will head on round. Yeah, it's been very, very nicely done though, this map. I love the terrain, I love the sort of landscape of it. I know that's technically the same thing, but the way that it sort of landscape sweeps up then down, you've got the lovely distance. Look at the mountains. I'm a big fan of that sort of background. I just think it looks really peaceful and idyllic. Anyway, here is our grape vineyard, so not a bad size. I think you've probably got potential to add a couple more or extend this end at least, just there, so not too bad. Over a nice little bridge, and then if we swing a left, I love all the little logs that are lying around, piles of logs, little sort of watchtowers. And then this is the castle. Oh, that's a bit bumpy there. This is the castle, which is a very cool area. A lovely sort of river to our left. think this is a pretty cool idea what they've done here as well. So you can drive through. Now I'm not sure how much they're put up with us driving in through here with our dirty tractors, but just here, if I go up in that mode, you can see the markers. This is our first sell point, and this is the Castle Inn. Now if we go back into our prices menu and go down to grape juice, because this is the place that says about grape juice, we've gone past it, haven't we? Where are we? There we go. Look at the price difference there. So I mean, the top one, the Cafe Kukenek, that's a pretty good price compared to Farmers Market and wholesale. But look at the Castle Inn, 12,000 for grape juice. That's crazy. But there you go. So I'm thinking grape juice could be the way forward on this map. Right, just here. Oh, I need to add in some money, don't I? I don't do it just yet because we can afford this one. This is the grape juice cellar, and it is one of the custom sort of productions. So you'll unload here, your pallets will appear there, and as you can see, grapes, grape juice. We can buy it over here. This is very cheap as well, guys. 5 grand to buy. So we'll buy it, and now if we click on there. Now, there's 3 ways you can produce grape juice. They all do produce the same thing, but the cycles are exactly the same per month, 1440, but there's slightly different ingredients. So you can go pretty much just grapes on their own, 5 to 4, happy days. And again, it's up to you whether you want to sort of mix it up. It's going to be a little bit more work here and there though. So 5 grapes, 2 water, 5 juice out, so slightly better. And then you've got grape juice, 5 of, 2 water, and then 2 sugar. So you're going to need to be producing sugar to be able to do that ingredients. But that's going to give you 6 out. So whether you want to go through all that sort of effort or just go for grapes and that's it. But there you go. That is that area. Pretty cool. It does have a slightly increased cycles per month as well compared to the standard grape processing plant, which we do have one of those on the map as well. I think that one's 1239, I think, and that one was 1440, wasn't it? So it is slightly better. Anyway, in here we have another sell point, and this is, I'm going to turn the tractor off because I'm going to sort of talk. This is Losberger Fashion. This is a place where you can sell. Now I think before I tell you what we can sell here, some of the icons on some of the windows on these sell points, especially over there, which we'll see in a second, they're a little bit misleading. This one's not so bad. So you can sell clothes here, fabric, but this will also take cotton, which is quite understandable because it is like a clothes distribution sort of manufacturers. Pretty straightforward. But this one round the corner in a minute, yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know if something's a little bit off with it, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Anyway, just here we have the animal dealer. So you got your area just here. That is going to show up the ones that we've already got. Happy days. And then round this side we've got our animal dealer sell point. So for your standard things like sugar beet cut, silage, grass, hay, straw, etc. And then this is the one that I'm not too sure about. It's a little bit iffy. Again, your sell point just here outside. I'll turn the tractor off again. So in the window we have the furniture icon and a wood icon. And by the way, this is Fictional design furniture. It does sort of tell you there, and then it says design. I presume that's furniture. But yeah, so furniture, wood, happy days. We can sell wood here. If we go into our sell point prices, I'll go back up towards the top. Weirdly enough, if we look over on the right, we can sell cotton here. I was a little bit, cotton, really? I don't know why. No wood chips. And as for wood, no, we cannot sell wood here. So that's why I'm saying a little bit misleading having that icon in the window, because I mean most people, you would check this menu to see where your best prices are, but you know, if you were to come all the way down here with a trailer full of logs, you might be a bit disappointed. But this will take furniture and planks, as well as cotton, weirdly enough. So very strange. Right, moving on from there, we're going to go to one of the first of the animal pens we need to buy, and I will add in the money. It is down here. I haven't bought it yet because I just want to show you that the animals are already in there. As you can see, little piggy wiggies. No icons. Right, so let's quickly add in some money. I think I need about 300 grand just to be safe. Happy days. Let's go back up. So we are now here. So if I buy that plot, we've got pigs there and we've got another karma, etc. So that is 61 grand, just shy of 62. Now I'll buy the other areas while we are here. They are this plot here, 37,944. That is sheep. Plot here, 39. That's 35,000, just over. Horses, and we've got another karma, 16. And then 13, which is just over 50 grand. That is a cow pasture. That should be it. So happy days. And as you can see, all the icons have appeared. And then this has been customized because this is pretty cool. That says pig barn on the bottom right. It is empty, but that will hold pig food and pig food only, 50,000 litres. So you could just buy it straight into here if you want. So that's pretty smart. But because this is a pasture, you're going to need to give them water and feed. There will be no slurry or manure. And that will hold 60 pigs. We have 8 in there to start with. Again, they have no feed. And then we've got this garage round the back. And again, you can sell this off. I did sell this just to make sure that it didn't leave a gap at the back of the pasture here. It doesn't. The fence continues over, but it left quite a nasty few bumps and holes under this sort of window part of the building. So you might have to do a little bit of landscaping there. But whether you actually can, I'm not sure, because of the pig fence there. Just thinking about it. Never mind. Right, let's head on up here through the forest. Some of these tracks do get a little bit bumpy, look, but that's pretty cool. You'd expect that. Around on the right, we've got our spinnery. And then back out onto here. And then just in front of us, we've got our BGA. So like I said earlier, you can buy the land if you want to. We'll just stop there and jump out. So you've got a little sort of bit of storage area. I thought that might have been some sort of bunker silo, but it's not. It's just storage. Storage there, a bit of shed space. This is our BGA area. Obviously tip in there. You can buy it. It is pricey, 466,000, just over. Digestate out there, and then more tipping points there, and we've got a bunker silo there as well. Now you can sell off some of this, weirdly enough. This comes up as decoration. See, look, it highlights the logs and that shed over there. We don't own this plot of land yet, but you can sell that off. But that gets rid of this, which makes the pipe disappear, and it's just a little bit weird, isn't it, if you haven't got that there trying to collect digestate. As for the bunker silo and the BGA, you will have to own the land and the actual BGA to sell the BGA, if that makes sense. But moving on from there, we've got our second sort of custom production unit, which is pretty cool again. So if we drive in through under here, that is where you're going to collect all your products that you produce. So load them straight up into a trailer, and then that is what we can produce here. TMR, pig food, seeds, solid fertilizer and lime. Tip all your ingredients in here, and we can buy it round the back for 50 grand. And that is what we can do with the ingredients. So lime, water and stones, solid fertilizer, manure, water and straw. Seeds is barley and water. Now be careful, because over on this menu we do have barley and wheat showing. So if you want to produce seeds, barley. TMR, just silage and hay, no messing around with straw or mineral feed, which is nice. And then pig food, we need canola, soybeans and wheat. Happy days, pretty smart that, I like that. Just have a little recap where we've been. So we started off at the main farm, we came out all the way past our grape field or vineyard, through there, through the castle, like so, did all these sell points, animal dealer, etc., and then into the pig area. I just realised actually the actual animal dealer itself doesn't show up on the map, but that is the area it is in. Up to the spinnery, sorry, BGA, and we're now down here at that farm production. So we'll make our way up around. Where's the tractor gone? There it is. So, I mean, yeah, they're pretty good sized fields, to be honest with you, even though it's a small map. So back up through the sort of trees, over another cool little bridge. Almost got like a dual river there. And then you can just see over there to the right we've got sheep. Obviously I have bought those, but the sheep will be there anyway. So standard sort of setup. Your wall will appear here. That will hold 130 sheep. 10 in there already. Bee trough just there. Ah, look at him. Or her, should I say. And there's a little shed there as well. Happy days. Moving on from there. Around the sort of windy road. And then up this way. Again, love the logs all lying around. Nice neat piles, which is something I can't seem to do when I'm doing forestry. Carpentry there on the left, and then we're kind of going up into the, oh, I've gone the wrong way, I needed to go left there, into the sort of little village, which is pretty nice. Sort of snakes round. Lovely area across there with the water, church out in the distance. Anyway, on the right we have the bakery. Next door to that we've got the tailor shop. And then just here we've got the restaurant. Is this just called restaurant? This is called, yeah, it's just restaurant. And that is there, but the sell point is actually here on the road. Look, you can just see the markers. And then on the right we've got another sell point. That is, you can just see there, Cafe Kuchenek. Probably said that wrong. This is one of the sell points that pays out really well for cake. And in here, sorry, we've got the shop. So there's your shop icon. We've got a workshop trigger around this side. And then this is also your reset point, roughly about there, obviously depending on how many vehicles, equipment you've got going on up here. Debris crusher for selling your stones. And then out and round down this way, we've got another restaurant here. And this is called that. Restaurant Kaiser Schmarren. Sorry if I said these wrong. Right, let's hook down here. Lovely church on the right. And then if I just pull in here, this is our horses. So we've got another one of the Karma 16s. This is empty, but this will hold oats and only oats. So again, you've got feed there on tap if you need it. 50,000 litres. We've got gates there. We've got 2 horses already in there, I think. Dialogue box. Yeah, 2 in there. Holds up to 8. And then your feed and straw will go in there. Pretty basic. And these hedges don't seem to have collisions on, which is pretty good. Happy days. Right, out of there and across the road we've got, this is basically farmers market, but a lot of the names have been adapted, look, but this does come up on the map as farmers market, so this is your sale point for that, just here. And then round the other side we've got a cool buy point where you can get seeds, solid fertilizer and lime. And then heading on out of here and then up this track, we've got a rather large cow pasture, which I like because it's all up and down, all the fence follows it. Pretty cool. So we'll just pull in here and jump out. Down this end's a dialogue box. We've already got 10 in there. That will hold 120. You're going to need to give them water. Again, there'll be no slurry or manure. Feed troughs just there, and you will get milk from them though. So there's your milk point just there. So very nice. Decent amount of cows in there, to be honest. Right, let's run down here, back onto the sort of main road, I guess. This is the one where all the traffic sort of comes along. And then left in here, you can see St. Kalle industrial thingy. I don't know what to say with that. Just here, we've got a sale point. This is wholesale, so just in there, happy days. Then we've got a sugar mill just there. Over there is the grain mill, as you can just see. I'm going to be very bad at driving. Let's go around here. And then just here on the left, this is your standard grape processing unit. So there is one on the map. Got the oil mill just here in front of us. Biomass heating plant there. On the right, we've got the dairy. So quite a lot going on here. This is obviously the industrial area, as it says in the description. And then look at all these logs. This can only mean one thing. Someone's cut a lot of trees down. No, it means there's a sawmill here. Wood chips outpoint just there. You can buy the sawmill just there. Sell your wood just there. Pretty standard affair. I think that is it, guys. We've done the map. So yeah, we ended up down here, I think, didn't we? We did Spinnery, down BGA here, up sheep, along there, carpentry, did all the bakery and restaurants and shop. Quite a lot going on there. Horses, farmers market and the buy point, cow pasture, out of there into the industrial area and then back out and round into the sawmill. There you go. Awesome little map. Really, really like that. So that is St. Kalle by Kalle. Hope you have all enjoyed the tour, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.